Last time on Tabletop Trouble.
So we're going to open up back in the ruins of the ancient dwarven city. You have just lured the Spider Queen Lorith into a trap using Lessa as bait. And after springing that trap using the arcane glass in the center of the room to supercharge an explosion of radiant energy, the bisected corpse of Lorith lays at your feet. As your eyes adjust back to the darkness from Isaac's explosion, you find yourself in a now empty room. The spirits and echoes that once haunted the bones of this ruin have been accidentally smoked by Isaac's holy light, and the pale man's threat is still fresh in your mind.
What could I conceivably take as a trophy from this? Because her head would just be a human head, right?
I mean, it has kind of arachnid-like features. You can see fangs in the side of her mouth.
Cool, I'll
That's
take that.
spider enough for me. Here, put it in the bag. And I hold out my bag of holding.
Does he want that?
It'll keep it fresh, man. We still got a ways to go.
Yeah, you toss the head of Lorith into Baggedy. Lorith's body bleeds out into this small landing you guys are standing on.
Okay, so we need to come to a group decision before we go forward. Who are we betraying?
Were we betraying somebody?
Well, the two parties have the keystones.
Yeah.
So Turles expects us to kill the goblins, and I would rather kill Turles.
I cover Lessa's ears. I don't know if we should just be talking about murdering people.
As you go to touch Lessa's ears, she's frozen, and you can see her kind of trembling, seemingly after whatever it is she witnessed when she was in that portal.
Oh, shit.
What did we see when we were in the portal again?
As you guys went through the portal, it did not take you to your destination as you had originally intended. Mm-hmm. Instead, it appears as though it showed you passing civilizations rising and falling over and over again as the sky got darker. And you witnessed civilizations rise to the point of prosperity and then in a series of events be wiped out almost immediately.
Like a little puff cloud.
That's right.
And you witnessed this over and over and over again until you were standing in present-day Ashvale and were spit onto the other side of this portal.
I look at her. I'm like, Lessa, hey, it's cool. She's just a spider lady. I mean, she's gonna eat you anyway. We had to offer.
Just no, it's not anything to do with that. And she pushes your hands away.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know. What did we see, Kako? What was that?
I'm not sure. I think maybe we should ask that beholder before we kill it. It might have some insight. It seems to be quite old.
She lets out a heavy sigh and she says, I feel like no matter where we go right now, we're always one step away from the precipice. And I'm just waiting for things to fall apart. And you can see her tear up.
I'm just gonna go and paternally just kind of side hug.
Yeah, she lays her head on your shoulder.
Just give it a moment. I don't think he'd say anything.
I saw things be destroyed over and over and over again.
You think it's gonna happen again?
Why wouldn't it? We've got these people who are playing with us. The lady who keeps talking to you. Onrock, who destroyed that town.
But we did fucking murder Onrock. We're probably going to kill the lady.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck me.
And standing on the opposite end of the room, you see Pain blocking the way forward.
Everybody else sees her, right?
Yes.
Move. Cool. Be gone. Farewell.
Oh, no, I don't think I will. I think I'll hang out right here. I am just absolutely soaking in this misery right now.
Gross.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything for your skin, so...
Jesus Christ, Whizz. Nice.
She says to you, honestly, you have blown away every expectation I had of you.
That's it. You see, the ones that talk the most usually are the easiest to kill.
Oh, go on and try me. I'd love to leave you broken down here. I could just see the anguish on your party member's face, the heartbreak in poor Lessa if I crushed your bones beneath my feet.
I mean, I can assure you they're probably not going to be very heartbroken.
It would be heartbroken.
I would be sad. But I'm not sad.
Raev remains
Right now.
suspiciously silent.
I say, looking directly at Pain, I am not sad.
Oh, I'm not here to feed on your pain, your misery at the moment.
Oh.
It's as if I'm standing in a place where 100 souls were wiped from existence in a matter of moments. Not to mention, there is a seething hatred boiling deep underneath the mountain, as if you just killed the mother of 1,000 spiders. Their thirst for revenge will be fueled for generations.
Can you, she's standing down by the Spider Queen, right?
Yeah, she's standing, blocking the blown open door that you guys have walked through. The bisected Spider Queen is probably about 20 feet away from her.
I'm going to try it. Can I throw my Javelin of Lightning down there?
Yeah, you hurl your Javelin of Lightning down at Pain, and just as you'd seen previously with this magical energy, it gets absorbed into that center glass platform and begins to spin and overcharge. In a matter of mere seconds, it explodes with magical energy. I need you to make a dexterity save, Raev.
Fuck.
Oh shit, I forgot about you.
Also,
Again?
I'm calling it now. She's intangible.
I forgot about Raev.
It's a 16.
Raev, you dive behind a piece of rubble in this room just in time as this magical explosion of electrical energy goes off, and what's left of your hair stands on edge, and the rest of you are similarly blown back, not damaged in any way, but just taken aback from the sheer force of this explosion.
Hey, can y'all stop trying to kill me? Please?
And you see where Pain was standing, nothing but a pile of ash.
I don't like the talky ones.
Can I make an insight that this is probably her or not her?
As
Maybe
you
one of her
go
games.
to investigate the pile of ash, you see this shadowy figure rise from the remains and reform in front of you. She says, well, now that wasn't very nice.
Okay, we know she's not real, so we can just ignore her then.
She hasn't tried to hurt us personally. She just wants to feed off of our emotions. So let's just ignore her and just go.
Oh, I have no intention of keeping you up. You're free to leave.
No one was talking to you.
I'm just here to merely observe. You know, there's a lot of interest in you amongst my companions.
I mean, I am a universally interesting person, which is why I'm a best-selling author. But anyway, Les is right. Nothing will be served by just sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah, you
In a
guys
different
climb
room?
down the stairs
Yeah.
back to the center area.
I, for one, am uncomfortable with the idea of betraying/killing the goblins/the Goblin King, because what have they done to earn it other than watch us murder them for no reason?
Yes. And
So-
even then, they were very cordial about that.
Yeah, they even said it's their own fucking fault. They shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah, and they caught the fuckface for us.
Exactly. So that's where I stand on this.
That's 2 for Team Goblin.
I mean, I have to choose.
Well, yes.
I choose Pain, and I point over to her.
You're on Team Pain?
No, I'm not on Team Pain. It's not even a thing.
Go
Listen,
Team Pain.
No, stop it. Ugh. No, I'm saying, if we have to choose one, I want her dead.
Well, we're talking specifically about the keystones. She
Yeah.
will die eventually.
It's not a bad choice, but she's not really relevant to the situation at hand.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
That you weren't relevant?
No, that I've died.
Sure.
Could you fucking go away? Do you mind? We're trying to have a
No, I don't
conversation
mind.
here.
Talk away.
Jesus fucking Christ.
She stands in her spot.
All right, and I turn away from her and block her with my hand so I don't have to see her.
I mean, I don't really want to choose.
Do we necessarily have to choose to betray someone, or
We have to take one of their keystones. And Turles isn't going to give us his unless we betray the goblins. Look, point is, fuck him. They did not eat the baby.
I'll follow your lead.
Okay, that's 3.
2.5.
2.5.
We all at once turn to look at Isaac.
Huh? What?
Oh boy. Isaac, buddy. best friend, hey, I hate to break it to you, but we're having an ultimatum right now. Either we're killing Turles and Eorith, or we're killing Goblin Man and War Pony.
We already have a spider army on our ass, so do we also need goblins on our ass?
As you guys are talking, you hear a large rumble, and the whole earth shakes around your feet as rocks fall from the ceiling and dust kind of lets loose above you, as if some far-off explosion were happening.
Hey, Pain! Hey!
Oh, yes?
Was that the... You feel shit. Was that the spiders?
Oh, no, that was something. And then she disappears.
Oh, no.
We should probably get going, like, now.
Yeah.
Like yesterday.
Fuck, bring her back. Like, I don't like her, but oh my god, bring her back.
Lessa, Isaac, do you have any objections
Please
to the plan?
I don't know what's right anymore, so I'll follow your lead.
I don't want to kill anybody. But if you've taught me anything, it's that we should hunt monsters.
What if the men are monsters?
I don't know. I'm with Isaac.
He's zoned out.
Well,
Isaac, you good, buddy? Focus. Look at Look, Isaac. You didn't kill anyone. You know that, right?
I killed all of them.
No, they were already dead. You gotta trust me on this. I know a lot about being dead. You sent them to a better place. This was their purgatory.
She might have a point.
She definitely has a point.
Scratch the back of my head and take a deep sigh.
Whizz is gonna, like, grab Isaac's hand. He'll be like, it's gonna be okay, man. We've all made mistakes. As long as we got each other and work together to overcome them. But right now, we need to move on.
You can see like he's trying his hardest to like hold everything in. He turns away from you for a moment. He nods his head.
As you wrap up, you hear another rumble through the earth.
Shit. All right. I slap Isaac on the back and I process this, but we gotta move.
Can I make an insight check? Is this the volcano?
Make a survival check.
Oh my god. We were just talking about out of character, audience. We were talking about how I never make survival checks. Here we go. 13.
Based on what you've experienced with the tremors in the tunnels previously, you would guess this is some sort of far-off explosion.
Oh. Yeah, we should get to the door.
yes.
I take off hurriedly, but I don't let go of Isaac's hand.
Yeah, I'm following Whizz.
As you guys make your way down the hallway back towards the door where you previously left Tuck, you see in the distance the glowing light from the Stone Beholder carving, and you can see Tuck currently leaned against the door, and you see the masked man standing over him, applying like what appears to be medicine to his wounds and bandaging up his broken knuckles. But as you get closer, Kako, you feel that burning sensation begin to well up inside you.
Ow.
Quick, jump in the anti-magic field.
Yeah, sir, can you move for a moment?
He is holding bandages. Yeah, sure. Fuck me, I guess. And he steps into the far-off hallway, disappearing into the darkness.
I'm glad you understand. And I'm going to put my hand in the anti-magic field. I'm like, okay.
Do you want me to come out now? Is it safe?
I mean, if you feel like it.
He goes back to tending to Tuck's wounds. And he looks at you and he says, so did you get it? Did you get the keystones?
Yes. Well, yes.
That doesn't seem like a most assured yes.
It's a yes with an asterisk.
We have half them. We have the other half on the way.
He looks across the group and he does like a count. But you're all here.
We may have brokered some deals with the residents of this mountain.
What sort of deals?
Why?
You were supposed to find the 4 keystones, bring them here to kill the monster yourself. Are you going to share that fame with someone else?
I am a scholar, sir.
To be fair, one of them only wants to talk to the monster.
And the other one just wants us to kill the monster, so...
Wasn't supposed to go like this.
Well, we didn't get our copy of the script, so...
Fine. Do what you want.
You're being kind of a dick for someone who desperately needs our help.
If I could have done this myself, I would have.
Yes, but you couldn't, so maybe let us do things our way.
You hear another one of those far-off booms that shakes the earth around you, and he says, I don't know what the fuck you guys did.
We don't know what that is either.
I came down here, so my eyes are blind up there. I don't know what's going on.
Are you actually physically down here? Yeah. Otherwise my hand wouldn't be hurting. Why are you down here?
Because I need to talk to him too.
Then
Okay.
why do you want us to kill him?
I don't. I was hoping you would see reason.
Well, I think I'm going to look around. Is Turles anywhere in earshot?
You hear far-off footsteps coming in your direction, but not yet.
Okay, I'm going to be very quiet about this. One of the parties kind of expects us to kill the other, but we don't like that party very much, so we might have to kill them. Would you mind helping? And then we'll have 3 of the 4 keystones?
As I told you last time, I can't get involved. The last thing I need as a representative of this city is the Inquisition sending their people down here on some sort of vengeance crusade.
I think his hands are tied.
I think his hands are stupid. How is
Wow,
Tuck,
you
by
got
the way?
me.
Tuck is breathing, but you can tell just looking at him that his body has been wrecked by this parasite. And the masked man looks at you observing Tuck and he says, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what can be done for him. Whatever this is has spread through him quite deep. When Tuck hears you talking about Turles, and he says, Tuck, fight. Tuck, kill assholes.
Okay, if you feel up to it.
Tuck, buy you time.
But Tuck, that's what got you into this mess in the first place. So you bought us time. And now look at you.
Tuck, don't care.
I'm gonna kneel down next to Tuck, and I know I can't cast anything, I'm just trying to comfort him.
Tuck, not deserve comfort. You don't know what Tuck do.
You're still my friend, Tuck. Sometimes we do bad things.
Tuck killed all Tuck's friends. Tuck clan, gone. Tuck king of nothing.
You didn't kill all your friends. We're still here.
Let Tuck save friends.
Is that how you want to redeem yourself, Tuck?
Tuck have nothing left.
I'm just gonna give him like a little tap on the shoulder. Even if you decide to do this, it's up to you. We're still your friends.
Tuck pulls you in for a hug.
Aw, Tuck.
And it's like too rough. Tuck might not be Big Papa, but Tuck be big friend.
Tuck have big grip too, buddy.
Tuck, sorry.
Oh.
He lets you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So unless anybody else has any questions for dude, should we just wait?
Kako, can I see your keystone? Oh wait, actually, don't give me that thing. I can't hold both of them at once. I think that's what
Yeah.
they were insinuating before. I'm going to...
As you pull out your keystone, Kako, you see the masked man take like 3 steps away from you.
You know, everything you do makes me distrust you more.
He says, it comes with the territory, I understand.
I'm going to take my keystone and slip it in place.
Yeah, you take your keystone and it slots into the first slot of this door. And as you slide it in, you see the engraving fill with magical energy and it begins to glow as the etchings illuminate.
I guess I'll put my keystone in as well.
You slide it in and yours slides into the third slot. And as you push it in, the same thing happens and they begin to kind of twinkle with magical energy.
I guess we're just waiting now.
You don't have to wait very long. You see the unmistakable shadows in the darkness of Turles, Sarge, and Eorith making their way towards you. And as they approach the edge of the anti-magic field, they don't step inside of it. Turles says, Well, it's good to see you made it here in one piece. I was worried I was going to have to go and clean up your mess. Kill the Spider Queen myself and take the keystones off your corpses.
I'm sure you could have done that.
It would have been a glorious battle. And he kind of like stares off as if he's thinking about how badass he would be in that fight.
Yeah, but we only did it in one hit, so...
He says, well, I'm impressed. So where are your goblin friends?
They should be on the way.
So what's the plan? As soon as they show up, we strike them down, take the keystone?
I think you should take the lead. You're the most imposing of us.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
No hesitation.
Yeah, about 10 feet in front of this barrier, you see Turles take a kind of central defensive position, blocking the path forward, anticipating your goblin friends to show up at any moment.
We already put the other keystones in. You want to do that real quick?
He looks back and he looks
I'll hold
at the
your
door.
axe.
He has a warhammer.
I'll hold your warhammer.
He says, no need. And he flings it over his shoulder. He reaches into his pouch and
So
tosses you the keystone.
Of course.
I want to test something. Whizz, you're still in the anti-magic field right now, right?
Yeah, I was just hugging Tuck.
Okay. I'm going to step into the field, and I'd just like to telepathically to Whizz say, can you hear me?
You don't hear anything.
Can I feel anything?
You feel that presence still inside you, but you can't tap into it. It's almost like it's muted from you.
Guys, I can't feel Daisha.
You feel her,
Okay.
but it's like it's muted. You
Okay.
can't connect to her.
Okay.
You're getting busy signal.
I
when you
can't
pick up
talk
the
to
phone.
Daisha.
Yeah, maybe we don't talk about that in front of a weird religious man.
That was the best Kako of this campaign. Can it just be that from now on?
That's canon.
Some books. Do you like to read a couple?
Okay. I step back out of the field,
Yeah.
and I try again with Whizz.
So you feel yourself reaching out to Whizz, but it's like as soon as you hit this barrier, it's cuts off.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Dude.
Fuck. Kako, are you in the no magic field?
Yes, so that my hand doesn't hurt.
That's right. Isaac, are you in the no magic field?
I'm not.
Okay. I need to figure this out with someone. So, telepathically, haha, no one else can hear me. Isaac, should I head off the goblins and tell them they're going to be ambushed?
I mean, but how do we get their keystone?
My fear is they think we side with Turles, and then Turles is struck down, or whatever. However this ends, they don't trust us.
That's a fair point. Yeah, I mean, I can go with you too.
We don't have a good way to communicate this to the others, so they're just going to be. It's just going to have to. I can't talk to them where they are.
Well, we can figure it out. I think they'll catch on.
Oh, wow, look at the time. I'm getting kind of bored waiting. I'm going to go see if they're coming down the hall, if I can kind of hurry things along.
Turles puts out his warhammer, blocking your path. He says, I don't think so. We wait here. This wasn't part of the plan.
You threatening me physically wasn't part of the plan either. I pull my axe out and block his path.
I'm not. Just sit down and wait.
Oh, I thought we were showing off whose weapon was bigger.
He gives you like a menacing flex, and he says, do you want to go?
Oh my
Do
god.
you think I'm scared of you?
He says, if you're not, you should be. And he holds his warhammer in his other hand and kind of readies himself for a strike.
All right, I'm in position. I'm ready to fucking go.
Fuck. No.
Can I do something?
What do you want to do?
Can I jump in between them and be like, whoa, calm down. We have no beef. We're all here for the same thing.
Your new friend appears to have beef.
And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Yeah, he's not like in a fight with you, so I'll let you try to cast Calm Emotions on him.
Okay. Oh, he just has to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. He passes.
He got more than a 16?
Yeah, he got a 19.
Asshole. Well, can I just more or less just try to persuade him to like stand down? Hey, I'll handle ours and just keep yourself in order and we won't have any issues until this is all done with.
Make a persuasion check.
You sure you want that beef? Oh, you don't, Mike. You fucking don't. It's a 29.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, I am more than willing to honor our arrangement,
Actually,
our
it was a
agreement.
31.
I am more than willing
Christ.
to honor our agreement, but you have to keep your friends in line. And he shoots a glare at Raev. And as you guys...
Step to me again, motherfucker.
Hey, cool it off.
As you guys are having your stare down, you hear more footsteps coming in your direction. A couple of seconds go by, and you see Wretch and Warpony coming in your direction.
I need to get out of the magic field. Okay, fine. Turles, truce. And I put my axe away and I put my hand out and I walk towards him.
He puts his hand out to shake yours, but as you go to grab it, he takes it and he wipes his hair back.
What a
my
fucking tool!
Whatever. I'm leaving the magic field and then to Wretch telepathically, this is an ambush. Turles is going to try to kill you.
And you hear, what the fuck? Get him, boys! And the 3 goblin soldiers that were with Wretch begin to rush Turles and Eorith.
They're gonna need more men.
Problem solved for me, honestly, baby. Like, this is fine. I'm gonna swig a potion in the background.
What is everybody doing? Are you guys standing back?
Yeah, like maybe like give the impression of getting ready for a clash, but like not stepping forward all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to have you guys roll initiative then. So Turles is going to set his Warhammer down and walk out to Wretch with his arms open and be like, whoa, calm down. We mean you absolutely no harm. We want the same goal as my friends here do. Nothing more than to just enter this doorway, speak to the beholder friend. And Wretch says, nah, I'm not buying it. Someone told me that this was an ambush. Says, I've heard no one make such a claim. There's nobody around here talking, friend. Just come on, we can work together. And he's going to make a persuasion check.
No.
He fails his persuasion check.
Thank God.
And Wretch says, no, I'm not buying it. I don't like any of this. We're out. We're not doing this. And they turn to walk away.
Wretch, wait. Please.
He says, it was you. It was your voice. Fuck. And Turles turns to look at you and says, well, isn't that a neat trick?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Fuck. Yes. It's a 16.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, it was an 18 normally. It's
Okay.
18 or 16.
Okay. Wretch says to you, nah, I don't trust any of you. Not anymore. This wasn't part of the deal. I ain't falling for this setup.
The only part of the deal was we help you get through the door so you can try to speak with the beholder. All you have to do is put the fucking keystone in the door and it opens and you get in.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm gonna use that fucking inspiration, baby. And that's a 20.
You see Wretch wipe sweat off of his brow. He says, fuck, you're right. We can't go back. Whatever you did, you pissed off some big-ass spiders. This cave's going to be overrun with them soon.
Probably.
He tears the keystone from his neck and he tosses it to you. Turles attempts to grab it.
He can fucking try.
Oh,
I attempt to deflect Turles.
You want to try and like get in his way?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, beef off. Let's go.
I will say he rolled a 20, so
Beef off versus a prime steak and a string bean.
Well, fuck. Then I'm going to use inspiration.
okay.
Because fuck it. I haven't used it for anything else. That doesn't matter. 19.
Yeah, he pushes you out of the way, but you're just enough of a bother to him that even though it like touches his fingertips, it still falls to the floor at his feet.
No, I grab it.
You're gonna dive in and try and grab it.
Yes.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
You don't have any modifier?
We suddenly
My
started
dex
playing
is
football.
0.
You save?
My dex is 0.
Ah.
He puts his foot down on top of it before you are able to dive in and pull it out of the way. Turles says, "And here I thought we were companions."
I don't know what gave you that impression.
Well, there's already 3 keystones here. I suppose I could just kill you all and make my way in myself.
I reach out and sweep Turles's feet from under him. Oh, no, wait. Actually,
You're gonna cast fly on him and make him float above it.
I'm
That's not a terrible idea.
I'm gonna cast levitate on him and push him back.
Sweet baby.
So you're going to cast levitate on him?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Is that any kind of save for me?
It's a constitution save.
What's the spell save DC? It's 16, you said? He does not.
Fucking float his ass to the ceiling.
you
We don't have to
see,
worry about him anymore.
Him kind of like struggle as he begins to, against his control, levitate off the ground slightly. Just enough for Raev, you are able to pull that keystone out from under his foot. And you see the hulking figure of Tuck stand over you, and he grabs Turles by the leg and slams him into the wall.
Hey, while this is all going on, I'm just gonna go pick up Turles's warhammer.
You want to go try and steal his warhammer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk over. I need you to make a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That's a 15.
15. Eorith sees you going for the warhammer, but you're faster than he can hobble over to stop you. And you are able to lift this warhammer. It weighs so much. What's your strength?
15.
15. Just holding it slows you down to move, and you can only move at half speed while you hold this.
Okay, Baggity, open up.
what? Oh, okay. I open up Baggity.
No, I'm just gonna drop it in.
Yeah, you open up Baggity and throw his warhammer into the open pouch. And you can hear Turles cursing, and Turles is attempting now to brace himself, but Eorith is right in your face.
Oh,
Get fucked.
can I take his crutch?
No, you're out of actions right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
We're in a loose initiative.
So I've already done my thing.
So I think the only one who hasn't acted is Isaac.
All I'm gonna say is maybe like fucking break his nose or something. I heard if you like go up, it fucking pushes the nose into their brain and then they die.
How close is yours
true,
to
like,
this anti-magic field?
About 10 feet.
So if I was to, swipe his crutch and shove him in,
Shove only pushes 5 feet back.
So
We're
I'm gonna look at Eorith and I'm gonna be like, "You owe us. Don't move."
Make a persuasion check.
yeah, I think I'm just going to position myself between Yorith and Kako.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you win whatever it is.
No, I want to hear it. I want to hear this number. She can't do math.
30.
30. Yeah. He rolled with modifiers a 6, so
All I knew was 18 plus 12 is a lot, and I was like, somewhere up there.
you see him turn to the goblins who are now attempting to make their way towards you, and Turles, who is being absolutely slammed into every which surface. The goblins are making their way towards you. More concerning, behind them you can see what appears to be a wall of black moving in your direction.
Nope. Socket that motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, should I just go put the key in the thing?
Okay, yeah, do it.
Okay, key in the thing.
Yeah, you slot the final keystone in, and this keystone shows the aftermath of this prophecy that you've been collecting, shows the world with nothing left in it, just empty. And as you slide it into that fourth key slot, it glows with that same arcane energy, and an explosion of light blinds this hallway as this door begins to slowly swing open.
Come on. Open faster.
It's open enough that you could slip in if you needed to.
Right, go.
Yep.
Yeah, so everyone goes in. So that's Raev, Kako, Whizz, Isaac,
Yep.
Lessa, and then the masked man steps in, grabs the door, and slams it behind you, locking everybody else in the room.
So it's the 5 of us and him.
Yep.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I mean, well,
Actually,
That's fine.
I mean, this is a best case scenario.
You can hear a loud banging coming from the other side of the door as it kind of buckles, but it doesn't open. And you can hear like a muffled yelling from that side.
sorry, we're closed.
Can't we tell who's muffled yelling?
Appears to be Turles.
Sorry, War Pony.
stole his fucking hammer.
We did do that.
I mean, I'm sure he's still got like magic and shit, so he might be able to
He's
escape.
for sure gonna come after us and try to murder us. Now,
I mean, if the spiders don't eat them. I would like to take in my surroundings, please.
yes,
Oh, yeah, that
please.
too.
Yeah, before we get to that, you are burning with magical energy.
Uh-oh.
As you are no longer in this anti-magic field. Just being near this masked man is causing the flames inside your skin to erupt in pain. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Sir, can you back the hell away?
Constitution, you said?
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Yeah, no, that's not enough. And you're going to take 13 points of burning damage just by being near
Ow.
this man. And your blood continues to boil, for lack of a better term.
I'm just. Please.
The masked man turns to the group, kind of taking a couple steps back. And as you look into this room, it is almost like a throne room. The floor is set up to be almost like a pedestal where someone would sit and deliver announcements or advice or judgment on people. But the ceiling of this cave is covered in kind of like a thick slime that's covered in many different tunnels, and it goes up into darkness and you're not able to see anything. There's no other exits to this room that you can see, and that metal rail that you guys have been walking on is present in this room, but it's totally dark. You can see now that the door is shut that it's absorbing a little bit of light from the other rails, but it's almost as if this room was cut off from all sources of magic.
Do I feel like this room is also anti-magicked?
Not at the moment.
Oh.
So where is the beholder?
Hello?
I want to go sit on the throne.
There's no actual throne. It's kind of just like a raised platform.
I want to go to it.
Yeah, you walk up to the platform, pushing past the masked man.
Be careful. Can I look out for traps?
This room it's basically just a flat area except for this
Can
raised
I check
platform.
for traps?
You don't sense any traps.
All right.
There doesn't seem to be any
I know.
traps.
I would make you roll for it if there were traps.
I know. That's why I'm worried.
And you walk up to this platform, and it's just kind of a set of stairs that leads to a flat platform that overlooks everything. There look to be like there were once tapestries hanging from the walls, but they've since disintegrated due to time. And the floor is kind of covered in a thin layer of muck.
Is it like the same muck that we saw in Bog's Bottom?
No, not every muck is going to be the Bog's Bottom
Okay,
muck.
just making sure.
And as Isaac yells hello, it kind of echoes. And you hear a voice that like booms over the entire area. And it says, "Who dares awaken my eternal slumber?"
I am Kako Ikeo.
I'm Raev.
I'm just Whizz.
Isaac.
Masked guy.
And that guy.
And the
Over
masked
there.
man says, "Knock it off, Zizix." And the beholder floats down from the dark areas, and you feel that now that he's looking at you, that anti-magic is back. And the beholder says, "Sorry, it's something I've always wanted to say. Thousands of years trapped alone, you get to thinking about what you'd say if someone stumbled upon you."
I am immediately disappointed.
And as you look at this beholder, he is ancient. His skin has long since turned to almost a pale white, and his large center eye is nearly blind. It looks as if he should be dead, but something is keeping him alive. And his large mouth, as he opens it and talks, it's all gums.
It's old man Jenkins.
But Kako, he is about 3 times larger than any beholder you've ever seen or heard of.
Just gonna look at Les and just go like, this isn't normal. Sir, do you eat the baby?
What a weird question to ask.
It's rather straightforward when you think about it.
To be fair, I haven't eaten much of anything for about 1,000 years.
Okay. Why does the person in charge of the city on top want to kill you?
Shouldn't you have asked that to the person who wanted me dead?
Nobody seems to be very honest around here.
He lets out a chuckle. He says, "Yes, you learn to deal with that over time, people hiding things." And he looks at the masked man. He's like, "Are you going to wear that mask forever? Don't you think these fine people have done enough for you?"
Hey, you want to place bets on who it is? I think it's some random guy named Jeremy.
The masked man turns to you, Isaac, and says, "You know, when I told you to do something, this is not what I expected." And he takes off his mask, revealing himself to be Alfred, the head of the Circle of Insight.
Unky Alfie.
Huh.
Unky.
All right.
Unky.
Can you stop saying Unky Whizz? This is making everybody very uncomfortable.
What the hell? So you've been following us this whole time?
Told your mother I'd keep an eye on you.
I'm sorry, who is this
So,
guy?
like, I nudge Kako, and I'm like, so he's in charge of the Circle of Insight. I don't know how he knows Isaac.
What
but,
the
like,
fuck is on my hands?
He says, "I don't know how many times you need me to tell you. I have no goddamn idea what's on your hand."
You lead a magic people place. Beholder man, do you know what this is? This isn't my most important question, but it's the one that's currently hurting me.
He says, "I have been strapped down here for 1,000 years. I don't know much of anything at this point."
I don't even want to kill you anymore. This is...
Well, I must say I'm relieved at the thought of that.
This was like, thank you? Kill me.
I kind of hoped that you would see through the lies of that false merchant lord.
I didn't care about that. You're just such an underwhelming beholder.
That's kind of offensive, you know. I'm the father of all beholders.
Oh shit.
Hey, Kako, maybe don't say shit where he could just fucking eat us. So what you're saying is, you got around.
He looks at you and he says, "I do not know what you mean."
Okay, wink.
"Do I know you? I sense an old soul within you, as if you're familiar with this place." And he gets up really close to you, and he's like 15 feet if you measured him from top to bottom.
Before I answer that, answer my question. How do you feel about Kiggeroth?
He like lets out a roar, and like you're hit with spittle as he does. He says, "I hate that dwarf.
Yeah, how did you feel about his wife?
Kind woman.
Cool.
Really didn't have much interaction with her."
Then maybe is my answer.
He looks to Alfred and he says, "This is the group they are interested in.
Wait,
I don't see it."
who's interested in us, Alfred?
"Well, surely you've noticed strange shit seems to follow you around, right?"
Yeah, it's not been fun.
"Well, it's not accidental. It's not a coincidence. You've been anointed, for lack of a better term.
I did not consent.
He says, I don't know how they know you. You weren't there when Onrock was struck down.
I made an interesting decision in Friends.
As Onrock's death is mentioned, the beholder lets out a large belly laugh. Oh, that brings me such joy to know that he was caused such pain.
Don't say that name. I look around. I start like freaking out. See like Whizz muttering in a corner.
He looks at you and says,
Here.
"You have met the pained one."
Stop saying it. I look around desperately.
You don't see anything.
Oh my god. All right. Keep it on DL. Call her annoying. That's what she is.
They're all annoying.
Wow. You get me. Can I make an insight check and see like if he seems to know pain, and I just want to know if he is on her side.
You want to try to intuit it, or do you want to ask him?
You're not friends with that annoying lady, are you?
Not anymore. And he lets out like a grumbling snarl.
So
What the hell is happening?
what was it, like recent or
Recent is a relative term when you've lived for eons. There is no one on this realm older than I am.
wow. So like 7?
Million. You lose track as the cycles continue.
I feel like I've aged to 7 million years in the past 4 months.
That is not an accidental feeling. You especially have a connection to them, but they have taken an interest in all of you.
Why?
Well, I don't like that. Yeah, why?
During the first cycle, we were besieged by some force from beyond the sky. I'd come to call it the Void, though it has been given many names throughout the cycles.
I know what you're talking about.
You have seen it. I can
I've
sense
seen
that
it.
you have.
You've seen it.
Well, I mean, in a dream.
And saying Kako seen it too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Whatever its goal was, it wiped out life indiscriminately, except for me. And then the cycle began anew. Only pieces of me were split apart, my life force spread across the land, giving life to new beholders. And as new life continued to flourish for about 100,000 years or so, and it came back and wiped out all life once again. But it picked a new one. You know her as Pain, the second of the Ascended. And this continued to happen each time, more people being left behind, more beings used to create new life on this planet. Whatever its goal is, it appears to be choosing strong subjects to attempt to create some sort of utopia.
It's failing miserably.
Eventually, we came to refer to ourselves as the Ascended Council, the select few from each cycle who were left behind to usher in the new world. It went to our heads quickly, and we began to think of ourselves as gods, tasked with choosing who to ascend next. We referred to these people as anointed, what I believe you are. It appears that they have taken an interest in you, especially after you took out Onrock. Though, I doubt he'll be none too pleased of it when he awakens. But you have been chosen.
Awakens. Sorry, what? Onrock is alive?
As long as his soul orb exists, he cannot be truly destroyed. He says, I sense it. You have it with you. And he looks to you, Isaac.
Oh fuck. I have it?
And he, gives you, a long sniff. He says, I could smell that monster anywhere.
What the fuck? What? Oh.
What did you do?
No. Sukala gave me that black gem that we found.
Maybe we should break that.
Yeah, I'm going to retrieve that from my pouch.
Yeah, you pull it out.
And I show it to him.
He kind of like backs away from it. Just, what a vile creature.
Can we destroy it?
Nothing short of a wish can destroy that orb.
Oh, fantastic.
I wish it was destroyed.
It shatters.
Yes!
Campaign over.
It was the dumbest puzzle. Woo!
I turn to Alfred. How much of this have you known?
He says, all of it? I am not ascended. And he gestures towards Zizix. 20,000 years or so, I discovered this city beneath the mountain. I was able to communicate with Zizix, and he told me his tale and what was coming. And since then I have worked with him to establish what Raev would know as the Court of Ocularies and the eyes of the city.
I'm sorry, did you say 20,000?
He lets out a sigh. He's like, you know how long I've been an old man? Shit sucks. He says, yes. He gave me some of his power in order to prolong my life, to help establish this city.
In the consortium?
The consortium was a failed attempt. I had told the king of this event that would come, and he sought to recruit magical people in order to fight against this cause, to make sure that when that day came, we had a unified front against it. Unfortunately, after the tragedy in Gold Leaf, the thoughts of people with magical abilities changed in the north. I was unable to sway them back towards the cause, and instead now they took my teachings and use it as a club to beat people into submission.
I gesture with the soul crystal that I've got to him. Can you do anything about this?
He shakes his head. I'm afraid I cannot. I suggest you hold on to it and seek out a way to end the Ascended Council once and for all.
This is a lot.
Beholder man. I have reason to believe that my protege here is possessed by the thing that destroyed this city.
He goes over and he inspects her and says, a child of the deep. A rare occurrence, but I have seen it before.
Is it controllable?
I have never seen it controlled.
Fuck, man. Sugarcoat it for me.
He senses your desperation. Says, but, that doesn't mean that it can't be.
Thanks, small Santa, for backtracking for us.
What exactly is it?
When I said that all life was destroyed when the void, the darkness, the hunger, whatever you want to call it, comes to this planet, that's only half true. There is a being we call the Deep who lives far, far beneath the Earth's crust. He is a maniac who seeks to create his own way out. He purposefully floods the planet whenever he gets a chance in order to force creatures deep beneath the ocean. It doesn't work, yet he keeps trying.
I can't imagine why.
Every now and then, particularly adept species are able to survive the flood, but more often than not, it is a massacre.
How would you recommend we go about overcoming this?
I'm afraid I have no answers in that regard.
Is it... How should I say it? Can we kill it?
If you could find a way into its realm, I imagine that it would be killable.
Does its realm have a name or anything like that? Has anybody ever been there before?
You would have to be able to withstand the pressure of the entire ocean. or find a way to bring it to the surface.
I mean, couldn't Lessa?
He looks and he says, if anyone were to do it, she probably could. I doubt he would let her drown. He has very few eyes to the surface.
Is that all she is?
She is a conduit, a source of the flood, an anchor to this part of the world.
How is Lessa reacting to this?
She looks horrified.
Okay.
Naturally.
Yeah, this whole conversation with this beholder has basically just confirmed everything that she was afraid of.
Alfred, what about the planes?
He says, yes, from what I've heard, we have tried that one before too. Unfortunately, it is a temporary solution.
What I mean is, she said that the planes are drifting apart.
Zizix chimes in. He says, there have been a few life forms in the cycles who have found a way to split into their own planes. The planes of hell, the Fae, the celestial plane, the heavens. All of these were once a thriving part of the planet you call Realm. Through some way or another, they split themselves off from this realm in order to secure life for their people. However, as the cycles have continued, we have learned that this is not a permanent solution, and that the planes will eventually drift from each other or collide. There could be a way to reunite the planes, but it would require a powerful artifact that I don't even know where the pieces are. I have one that I know of.
You have it on you?
Not on me, but it is the reason I called you here.
Wait,
Really?
you called us here?
Well, through Alfred, I nudged you in the right direction.
I'd turn to Alfred again and just kind of like.
By
shake
the
my
way,
head
we probably would have
dumbfoundedly.
come here if you had just, like, told us.
Oh, yes. Please come to my underground cave full of spiders and goblins and talk to an ancient beholder about the end of the world.
That's basically what we got when we got the job.
You
I
would
mean,
think,
I would have said no to that.
Yeah.
you would think
I
I
was in
were
a
a crazy
cave.
person.
Underground cave I was already in. Like, I don't know.
Sometimes you're born in a cave.
Sometimes you're born in a cave.
Zizek says, I should clarify, I did not send you here to kill me. That was all on the head of that false lord.
So Stingray is a bad guy.
He looks at Raven and says, do you remember how Singri rose to power?
No, I don't. It's like I woke up one morning and he was in charge.
Everyone in Ashvale has that same feeling. All of the merchant lords of Ashvale have been appointed by me through the cult of ocularies. However, Singri just appeared one day, as if out of thin air, the previous merchant lord having disappeared. I suspect that this could only be the work of a wish.
Hey, did you tell us about the weird extra dimensional, like, giant thing?
Extra dimensional giant.
Yeah, you like, or was it you, maybe?
That was Whizz.
Yeah.
I was say my shit's not extra dimensional at all.
That's right. You woke up and stripped naked on a beach because your clothes were talking to you, and then you talked to a
I don't
giant.
think I told anybody about my high journey. But
Yeah, no,
But
I'm
you
pretty
talked to
sure
a
Whizz
giant.
just came back and was like, I had a bad trip. No.
Yeah, I did just say I.
But
I
like, if
tripped
a
and-
giant magical being has a debt with Singri,
Oh!
Oh shit,
Oh.
Whizz, what do you know?
Oh, it's because ah!
There's not a lot of neurons firing in Whizz's brain, but maybe just enough.
Whizz is gonna kind of like the gears are kind of clicking. He's gonna be like, "Wait, so the other night when Singri was talking to me, you guys remember he said that he paid his debts. Singri told me that he didn't owe anything to Gallimar anymore, and I think I met a Gallimar
When?
a couple nights ago. No, last night. I was tripping.
No, that explains a lot.
But
No,
he seemed mighty powerful enough to conjure a wish.
not to entertain this lunacy, but do you recognize that name, either of you?
Alfred looks and he says, I've read stories of Gallimar, supposed elemental lord of air, though I believe he's trapped away in his own pocket dimension at the moment.
Would he be powerful enough to do something like this?
He is a djinn. It's possible.
And Whizz is in the back. Papa?
Dad? Yeah,
Father?
I went there.
You went to the elemental plane of air?
Yeah, I mean, I gestured to all of myself.
He says, no, that makes sense.
But I went there on accident. Is there any way to like legit go there or talk to this Gallimar again?
I can look into it for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be sweet.
What'd you do the first time?
Tripped.
And it was more like projection. It wasn't like
Oh,
physically being.
Bad tripped.
Why? Yeah. Okay. So bringing it all together, why did you bring us here?
Alfred looks at you and he says, to be fair, it was more convenience than anything else. Once you took that contract for Singri, I knew that I could use that in order to break the seal here and hopefully open your eyes to the truth of what's happening in this city. It's why I ordered my men to not attack you. I wanted to give you the sense that there was something stopping you.
But what do you expect us to do about this? This is bigger than us.
Regardless of whether you think it's bigger than you, you're in the shit now.
This is way bigger than us. We're not ascended or whatever. We're not chosen. I mean, all we did was kill some asshole that was hurting people in a village, and everybody's expecting these big things from us. I'm on a day-to-day basis, man. I'm having a tough time.
There are pieces in motion that can't be stopped, regardless of whether you feel as if this is bigger than you. No one is asking you to fight the end of the world. Just to do what you can to help stop it. And usually, that means you just have to kill the right asshole. You've already proven yourselves to be heroic people capable of doing great things in times of need. I can think of no greater time of need than right now.
Isaac rubs his bracer and kind of looks at it. And he says, I don't know why, but she trusted me and she needs my help. And I guess that's a good enough reason.
She is of another plane, correct?
Yes.
You need the shards. They were a device used by the gods, filled with radiant energy. With these, you should be able to repair the damage that's been done from all the splitting of the planes we've done through the cycles.
It seems like a good place as any to start. But turn to Alfred. I need your help. I don't know how to control this.
Well, it's no point in hiding anything anymore. We're in this together at this point. Whatever I can do to help any of you, I will do it.
Well, I think in order to find my dad, I need to start there anyway. So what we're supposed to do now is we need to find these crystals. How many are there?
7. You know where 2 are at the moment. 1 is in Issa's shop. You gave it to her, or it was given to her by Sarge. The second one is in Flo.
Looks like we're going back to the lore, boys.
We know where one more is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Daisha took it.
Yeah.
So we don't have it, but we know where it is.
We know how to get it.
If it's the shards you seek, you're in luck. There's one locked in the vaults of the manor of the Merchant Lord in Ashvale.
Well,
No,
who's
let us do
feeling
it.
like they want to storm the castle?
Or
I'm getting some
alternatively,
vibes.
Mr. Beholderman, can we have one of your tentacles?
What
Why?
are you talking about? He's an old.
Yeah, so we
No
take
offense.
we take one of his tentacles, we go to the merchant lord men,
I get it.
Oh,
we give him that, and we're like, look, we killed the beholder, here's your proof. Let us pick our own prize. And we go into the vault and pick up the crystal.
Before we do that, though,
heist?
we still haven't answered the question of why Singri wants Zizix dead.
And probably because this actually controls the city.
Zizix was the only one who knew Singri wasn't supposed to be there.
I guess the point I'm getting at is clearly Singri obviously knows more than what he let on initially. So what's to say like he knows that we didn't kill Zizix?
Then we go to plan B and we steal the crystal.
You feel another one of those tremors as the earth around you shakes.
Do you know what that is?
He looks to Alfred. What is going on up there? And Alfred shrugs. He says, I've been cut off since I came down here.
Wait, are the explosions coming from above or below us?
Based on your survival-like abilities, they're coming from above you.
Hey, so just throwing it out there, crazy idea. What if that giant flying fortress is attacking the city?
Oh God.
Alfred says, they wouldn't dare, would they?
We did kind of just feed one of their guys to a goblin.
Well, Turles had insinuated something of the sort when we had talked with him a couple days ago.
That would be open warfare against a neighboring country. The other merchant lords would retaliate in kind. They would be provoking a war.
I think that's exactly what they wanted.
Also, I mean, we can't rule out that one of these ascended people might be in charge over there.
Zizix gives you a nod. He says, that's a good thought. You never know what they have their fingers in. You need to be careful who you reveal information to.
So I should wait to publish my next book.
But we've already sent it off for primary printing.
It's fine.
We'll just call the editor, just send them a message.
We'll just wait a few months and issue a retraction.
Okay.
What's the quickest way up top?
Zizix looks to Alfred and says, is it ready? Alfred says, look, I can't promise it's going to work. There's something going on with the ley lines down here. The magical energy is all over the place.
Oh yeah, Isaac did that.
Okay, that's definitely not a good thing.
Yeah.
He says, those ley lines and the fonts of magic that you supercharged, for lack of a better term, are connected directly to the towers that surround this city. There's no telling what could be going on up there.
Oh, so that also might be his fault. I'm sure it'll be fine, Isaac.
Does that mean my brother's in danger?
Shit, Max.
We have to get up there. And Alfred says, I can do it, but I can't guarantee it's going to work the way we need it to.
Worst case scenario, we're a few miles off or whatever, right?
Alfred says, fair enough. And he begins chanting.
Wait, I have one more question for Zizix. You know so much. I share my body with Daisha.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she choose me?
He looks you up and down. He says, I suppose for the same reason that the other ascended have taken notice of you. You have a strong soul and a strong will to do good. Have you ever put yourself in danger for the goodness of other people?
Yeah, that's how I got Daisha.
Kigoroth was a monster. He was the last one to ascend. His mind was corrupted by the council, and they made him do terrible things to his people. I've never seen such evil before. It's possible your Daisha tried to stop him or stood against him in some way, and that feeling latched on to you when you did the same thing.
Okay, I understand.
All right, it's now or never, guys. Are we doing this?
Beam me up, Elfie.
Yes.
He lets out the final phrase, and you are floating through space. And when you reappear, you're floating about 2 miles over the city of Asheville,
Uh-oh.
high in the sky.
Grab your hands. Grab on, guys. I got my 6th level spell slot for fly. Let's go.
Skydiving circle.
Oh, I grab onto it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, everybody grab on. I have to touch you to activate the spell.
Yeah, it's just the 5 of you. You don't see Zizix or Alfred. And wherever they ended up, they appeared to have split off in a different direction. Do you have enough to cast fly on 5 people?
No.
Maybe Featherfall?
Are you a high enough level that you get the reduced
Oh,
damage?
I do have Featherfall. All right, Featherfall.
Because like there's
What?
the orbital drop shock barbarian.
No.
No, you can't do that yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because I realize I can only cast fly on 4 people with my 6th level spell slot, I'm going to cast Featherfall instead. I don't know at what rate are we floating down?
Terminal velocity.
I mean, you're falling right now at terminal velocity, but if you Featherfall, you would just set down. You wouldn't take damage.
Okay.
How long does that last?
We lived.
Featherfall?
A minute
That's enough time.
to fall 2 miles.
Well, what
What
hold
if
on.
what if we fall a mile and then cast it?
Well, hold on.
I can cast it 2 more times.
Slows the rate of descent to 60 feet per round. We're going
We
to
have to do
do
some
some math.
math.
But Wiz can cast it 2 more times, so we're fine.
I can. If it wears off, if it's not enough, I can
You could
cast
also
it.
just cast it as you get closer to the ground.
Also true.
I guess I could hold it.
Yeah.
You can prepare it and then cast it as you guys
Yeah.
get closer to the ground.
Yeah, I can. I'll prepare it then.
We're all screaming.
Hey, can I look down around us and see what's going on, or is there too much cloud coverage?
No, you can see around the
Everything
city.
goes back.
Ah, it's so pretty. Ah!
In fact, you can even see into the border to the north, and you can still see right over the border is the garden floating menacingly, but it has not moved in to this side of the country.
Oh.
But as you look down at the city, you see chaos. The tower that corresponded to the font of magic that you overcharged has a beam of white light shining over it that pierces through the sky as clouds kind of swirl around it.
Oh no.
And you can see explosions happening on the outer wall of the city as what appears to be an army has gathered outside and is forcing their way into the city.
An army of who? Can we tell?
Yeah.
I mean, they look
Looks like
ants.
blurbs.
Yeah, it's from ants where you're from. It's an organized army, though.
Shit.
Appears to be coming from the south.
So probably not Alorans then.
Yeah, and you can see troops on the other side of the border also staring at this bright light that is shining up into the sky.
What's the plan? I don't know.
I could-
Wind's blurring.
I
out
could
my
try to like
voice.
skydive towards the tower and figure out what's going on since I'm probably the best person to survive it.
I mean, we could probably just.
I could just cast fly on you.
I say you guys are still like I should say you guys aren't like directly above the town. You guys are more closer to the volcano where you initially came in. So you're about a couple miles outside of the city.
Okay, so I think we should just go to the ground first.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Lessa says,
Ah!
as you guys are all falling. And as you guys approach the ground, Whizz
Featherfall.
quickly casts Featherfall on all of you, and you make a soft landing on your feet into the ash of the mountain.
I start running towards the city.
Guys, let's never do that again.
Yeah, you guys run
the
through
gates.
the ash towards the gates of the city as you descend the peak of this mountain. And as you push your way into the city, you see chaos. People are panicking, fleeing their homes, trying to get away from these explosions that are happening further down along the outer edge of the city.
Do we have like a shout boy who's like gives daily news on a box?
A crier.
You there?
If there were any criers or news people, they are not out in the streets right now.
So I'm just saying, none of us are currently soldiers. We may as well just go to the palace and try and figure out what's going on from there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Go
Storm the
confront
castle?
Sigri.
Or
Yeah.
should we go check out the tower that's illuminated?
I mean,
I think confront Singri.
yeah, I mean, none of us are super powerful mages either. So, like, If your uncle doesn't know how to fix it, I don't know how we will fix it.
I guess my point being, like, I'm the one that caused it, so maybe I can find a way to fix it.
Unlikely. I think we go kick Singri in the little shit right in the head.
I can agree with that.
We
Yeah.
go to the castle.
You guys begin to run through the cities, through more chaos. You see overturned carts, looting is starting to happen. The whole town is in a frenzy.
Do we catch eye of like any soldiers, who they are, who they might be?
As you get towards the center of town, back towards the bazaar, you can eventually see soldiers storming different buildings, pulling people out into the streets as if they're searching for something. And you can see these soldiers aren't wearing any kind of like fancy armor. They're mostly wearing light leather and kind of like silk overshirts. They appear to be pirates, for lack of a better description.
Maybe they're Alorian soldiers.
Raev,
Changed outfits.
you recognize these forces just from your familiarity with the different military units that make up the Torellian armies. These are members of Merchant Lord, who just goes by the name Ironjaw. He is the Merchant Lord of the Zetinian archipelago.
So they are pirates. Do you share it with us?
They work for a guy named Ironjaw. As we're running past them.
As you yell into the city street, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
12.
Raev, you see someone jump out of an alleyway that you are walking
Oh,
past.
punch him.
And they grab you and pull you into the alleyway. You guys don't catch a good look at who this person is. They just grab Raev and pull them into the alleyway, cutting her off before she can finish yelling.
I guess we go into the alley
Yeah,
behind
we're chasing
them.
after Raev.
Hey, good thing
What the
I
heck?
bite. What the fuck?
As you turn into the alleyway, you see Raev with her back to the wall and someone standing with their hand over her mouth. And you turn and you see that it is Radek, the bard that works for Thorok's hammer.
I throw my javelin.
I run into the alleyway like ready to fucking go. As soon as I see it's Radek, I'm like, oh, it's good.
Jesus Christ, man.
I bite Radek's hand.
Ow! What the fuck?
What the fuck you? So I was looking for you and Thorok. What the fuck happened?
Something caused the tower to start glowing with
It was
energy.
Isaac. We know. Yeah.
You did this?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone, stunned silence. Isaac did it. What else?
Well, as soon as that happened, an army set up on the city. It looks to be Ironjaw's forces, but I don't know what
Why?
he's doing this far away from the archipelago.
Why?
They are tearing the city apart looking for someone.
Do you know who?
I have no idea.
Has-
Presumably whoever started that explosion, so I guess that would be you?
Okay, so we're not going to tell anybody that anymore.
Him specifically.
Wait. We should go to Issa.
The shard.
Oh,
Radek, do you know where Thorok is?
Thorak is working with Astra to help shepherd people to safety.
Okay, come with us.
Where do you need to go? It's not safe to use the main streets.
We need to go to Issa's shop.
They say, all right, well, it's not going to be easy. We need to go find someone to help us move through the city quietly. But I know a person. And they take off running down the alleyway.
Fuck, yeah, okay.
yeah, I guess I'm following.
Yeah, you guys follow after Radek, who leads you through these dark alleyways for quite a distance before they arrive at a pretty unassuming back alley door. And they do 3 rapid knocks on the door, and an eye hole slides open, and you hear a voice that says, "Who is it?" And Radek says, "We don't have time for this. Let us in." And they say, "Oh, it's you, Radek." And the door opens. And as you guys step inside, you see what appears to be a room filled with people that have just been taken in off the streets from safety. But overseeing the whole operation is Jakar.
Is this our person?
This is who I was looking for. If there's anyone who can travel through the underground, this is the person.
Jakar, we need help.
I'm kind of a little busy at the moment. What do you need?
We need to get to Issa's shop undetected.
She says, okay,
We can leave Radek here and they can help, but right now, this is of the utmost importance. And then we have to go find Singri and maybe beat the shit out of him.
Maybe a little too much information, Whizz.
It's fine. I get it. Whatever's going down out there, they're looking for him. And
That's what I thought.
Radix says, wait, they're looking for Singri? Why would they be looking for Singri?
All right, abbreviated version, and I look at all of you to confirm. Singri is not the rightful leader of this providence. He took what wasn't his.
They're going to find him sooner or later.
I want to kick him in the face first.
And we're going to kick him in the face first.
After we go to Issa's shop.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Issa's more important, but then we do need to get into the palace.
Should we split up?
No, never.
Merely a suggestion.
At least one of us will die.
I just don't want consequences.
She says, Radix, can you oversee this until I get back? And Radix says, yeah, you got it. If you see Thorok, send her my way.
Do you guys want to split off? Like, I am just barreling through making a lot of decisions right now, and I don't want to
I mean,
step on anybody.
No, it makes sense to me. I
feel like time is of the essence, and I feel like splitting up's not a terrible idea. But I
Okay.
do think there's also some merit in us not splitting right now too.
I think if we were going to split, I think you
do
two,
it.
Isaac and Whizz, going to Issa is probably the best idea.
with Jakar, and then the three of you going to Singri.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right,
Okay.
let's go to Issa.
But that way we
We'll
each
meet up
have
with you.
an NPC and
But we do have fly, so we can move quickly. if we
True.
could.
Oh, still got your speaking stone?
Yeah.
I hand mine to Raev.
I have no idea how to use this, and I give it to Kako.
God damn it.
I take it. Okay, so Raev, Lessa, and Kako are going to go to the castle.
Cool. So we're going to split off and do Isaac and Whizz first. Jakar leads you out into the back alley that you originally came into and over to a manhole cover similar to the one that had previously granted you entry into the Raven's Court. And removing a little bit of that silver powder from her side pouch, she draws a symbol on the ground and the manhole begins to glow with a ethereal white light, and she steps onto it and disappears.
I
Hi.
follow suit.
I follow after.
Yeah, you appear in the underground of the city, just like before, a much older part of city, almost as if the city above was built on top of it, and begin to move through these streets. And she leads you down a long, dark tunnel. You can hear the sounds of explosions above you and many people running on the ground. It almost like reverberates off the walls, the sounds of troops making their way towards the city. And after about 20 minutes of running through these halls, she leads you to another manhole cover and pops out into the city, probably about 4 blocks away from Issa's shop. It's the same manhole cover that you had originally used to transport to the Raven's Court. So it appears that whatever symbol she draws on the manhole cover changes what tunnels she ends up in.
Ooh. We're outside now?
Yeah, you guys are outside now.
Okay.
You run up to Issa's shop. There are no lights on inside. There aren't any like troops. As you know of Issa's shop, it's kind of in like a back alley, kind of just tucked into a dark corner. Kind of a terrible place for a shop, but a great place to hide things.
Let's see. I kind of like knock on the door and I'm like, Issa,
There's
Issa, it's Whizz.
there's no response.
Yeah, there's no time for caution. We should just get in there.
Hey, you want to kick down the door together?
I mean, we could try. We could also just try to open it. I try to open the door.
Yeah, you open the door and it swings open. It's not locked. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Isaac.
14.
A book comes flying from behind the cash register and lands on the ground about a foot in front of you, as it appears that someone has thrown this book to try and scare you away.
Whoa.
Oh,
Issa.
whoa. What are you guys doing here? It's It's a real shit show out there.
I know. We're here to make sure you're safe and to secure the package.
What are you doing here?
Do you have the package? It is of the utmost importance that you kept that safe.
The packet? What are you referring? I get lots of packages.
The shard.
The one Sarge gave to you.
Oh, the shard. Yes, I have it. It's in my safe. Do you need it?
Yes.
She goes to the safe and unlocks it, pulling out the red cloth wrapped box and hands it to you. She says, I've been trying to find out more about it, but I gotta be real. Most people think it's a myth.
I'm gonna carefully inspect it and make sure it's actually in the box.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the exact same way you previously left it. It is the chunk of broken crystal that appears to be mostly inert. There's no like real light flickering in it other than a very dull one.
I pick it up.
Sure. Yeah, you grab it.
Does it react similarly when I like channel some of my energy into it?
You can tell it's absorbing this magical energy, but it's like the crystal is so empty that you're barely even making a dent in it.
That tower is probably spewing radiant energy. I turn to Whizz.
Yeah, well, what about it?
we can probably use this to absorb all of that extra radiant energy.
Oh, shit. How far are we away from the beacon of
It's
light?
quite a distance away.
Fly?
All right. Yeah.
Or should we get back with the group?
We can let them know what we're doing. Jakar, get Issa to safety. We're going to head to the tower.
Shouldn't I come with you? You don't even know what you're looking for.
Issa, we can't ask you to do that.
What am I going to do? Hide away?
If you're sure.
I don't see why I wouldn't. You're going to stroll up to a tower all by yourself, kick down a door, and attempt to, I don't know, shove that thing into whatever power source it has?
Okay, when you put it like that, this sounds like really dumb.
And he pulls out a shotgun and is like, I'm coming with you.
I just think
Oh, damn.
I've studied this kind of stuff. I think you could really use the help.
I can't argue with that.
It's up to you.
Whizz?
All right. I'm going to cast fly on all of us then.
Are you sending Jakar somewhere, or is she coming with you too?
Jakar, we might need you.
Yeah, you cast fly on the entire group, and you step outside of the shop and take to the skies, flying towards the tower.
Off we go.
And as you make your way towards this center ring, you can see the forces of the soldiers have taken note of you flying over the city, and you can see them following you in the streets.
Maybe we duck and weave and diving like in between the buildings.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw. Whoever's leading, only one of you.
Oh.
That's definitely not me.
I don't have great dexterity either.
Do you have higher than a +1?
No.
All right, fine. Well, you can't get better than a nat 20. So.
Yeah,
I say,
you guys begin to kind of like curve and change your trajectory, as well as diving in and out of alleys and reappearing in other areas, basically trying to throw them off of your tail. It works for the most part. You can tell you're slowing them down. However, they are still after you, even if they are moving much slower now.
It's fine. We bought some time.
And eventually you arrive at the doors to this mage's tower. And in the streets, you can see tons of members of the Circle of Insight attempting to figure out what is going on. They've put up wards around the tower in case something explodes. And you see Avis leading the charge, basically trying to contain whatever magical energy this is.
Avis.
Oh, God. I do not have time for this. What do you need?
We're here to help? Question mark?
What could you possibly know about this?
Bish.
I turned to Issa.
I don't know what you're looking at me for.
I thought you said you might know something.
Issa, you're supposed to back us up. Make us look cool.
Right. Have you seen me?
Yeah, you're pretty cool.
She says, I don't know what I'm looking at until I'm in there. It's a big glowing beacon right now.
Okay, well, let's go inside.
Well, Alfred sent us, so let us in.
I'm afraid I'm going to need much more than just Alfred sent you.
Nice try.
All right. Kako sent us.
Now,
Let us
we're
in.
making strides in the opposite direction at this point.
It's to everybody's benefit. Trust us. We have somebody who specializes in this kind of situation.
Who?
He specializes in the sense that he's directly
I
responsible.
point
for it.
at Issa and Isaac.
Yeah, I'm slowly raising my hand.
What do you know about this? How?
We've
never
may
seen anything.
have caused it.
She grabs you by the collar and says, you fucking what? What did you do?
I didn't do it on purpose. Just let me fix it.
You know what? Fine. You can't possibly make it worse. Maybe, if I'm lucky, you'll be burned alive with radiant energy and that'll stop it.
That's fair.
Let down the wards. Let them in. And the wards drop, and you can feel this radiant energy pushing off of the opening that they have made for you.
Yeah. Try to make my way inside.
Yeah, you make your way inside the tower, and you can see shining down from a spiral staircase that kind of winds up. It's almost like this is a lighthouse. And there is a crystal at the top of this lighthouse that is like trembling with energy, and it's shining this radiant light in almost a blinding fashion down on you.
Well, we still have fly, so let's fly to the top.
Yeah, you fly up this tower, and as you get to the top, you can see it's a large window, just like a lighthouse, that shines all around, and you can see all of Ashvale and the peak of the mountain. The explosions are going off in the distance. You could even see the garden floating over the border, and you can see the troops outside have made their way up, and they are currently accosting, not fighting, but accosting the mages outside the tower.
Issa, do you have any suggestions before I start?
She says, well, if I remember reading about Ashvale correctly, these are like amplifiers basically for magical energy. Whatever has happened to them, they are overloaded at the moment. I fear that if we don't do something quickly, it might explode.
That's reassuring.
Well, look, I'm not an expert, but I'm doing the best I can here.
I'm not... Okay. I grab the shard in one hand, and I'm going to reach out and touch this amplifying crystal in the other. I basically just want to try to like channel the energy from it into the shard.
Yeah, you reach out and touch this crystal. And Whizz, as you look at Isaac touching this, his skin begins to glow with this same white energy. And as he lets out a scream from the energy flowing through him, his eyes and mouth begin to glow with this energy as well, as if it is ripping through his body.
I grab onto him.
You grab onto him and you feel that energy flow through you as well. And you both wake up in another place.
Fuck.
And you're standing on a cloud. And as you look out on the horizon, you see more clouds with structures built on top of them as you are in the celestial plane.
Whoa.
And Whizz is here with me?
Yes, whatever has happened, you have pulled Whizz with you.
Shit.
Whoa. Oh my. What? How are we standing on clouds right now?
That's a good question.
I start jumping on the cloud.
Yeah, it's almost spongy as you do. It's kind of pleasant, actually.
Wow, I feel like all my worries are gone.
What's around us right now?
You're actually at the same house that you were at last time. The small kitchen where you appeared in front of the old woman while she was cooking.
I knock on the door.
Yes, 1 minute. And the door opens and it's the same old woman. Oh, it's you again.
Hi.
I thought that I'd seen the last of you, if I'm honest. Last I saw, you had fallen through a hole into the sea below.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, but I show her the shard.
Son of a bitch.
Isaac, who's that? Who are you?
My name is Edera, but I'm afraid I have not heard of you.
What's up? I'm Whizz, Isaac's best friend.
Well, I see you have one of the shards.
We were trying to fix a problem with it, and it brought us here.
I'm not surprised. I believe that this is the last place they created.
Where are we right now?
I'll be honest, I have no idea.
Do you know where this is?
Yes, you're in my house after all.
Oh,
It's
cool.
It's our own little slice of reality, I suppose you'd call it. A little escape. Though, I must admit, we have a lot more visitors as of late.
You mean us?
Yes, I mean you, dear.
Oh.
I understand his appearance, though, considering his connection to her, but I didn't think you would be able to drag other people here with you.
Like I said, this is still new. This is probably a dumb question, but have you seen Lucy?
Infrequently is how I would describe it. I see her flying in the distance, looking for something, as if she's trying to break through the walls of this plane.
Here's an interesting thought. If I close my eyes and try to focus on sensing her through my bond right now, is that gonna do anything for me?
You close your eyes and try and concentrate on your patron, and you feel yourself almost like pulsing energy out of yourself through this crystal, and you sense that something is heading in your direction.
I walk outside.
And Dara looks confused. She's, where is he going?
We're gonna go see what he's up to. Sorry for intruding. It's
Yeah.
nice to meet you, though.
You walk outside, and Dara stands in the doorway staring at you. And you see off in the distance the dragon form of Lucina heading in your direction. And as Indara sees her approaching, she steps back into her house and shuts the door. And eventually, Lucina lands in her dragon form and wraps herself around you before fading into her human form. She says, you gotta stop dropping in like this.
I didn't.
And she gives you a hug.
You just see Wiz slack-jawed, just standing outside the doorway, what?
Yeah, I embrace her readily. It's not like I do it on purpose.
It sure is starting to seem like it's on purpose.
I mean, if I knew how to do it, I would do it more often.
Don't be silly. I need you out there.
I show her the shard.
She lights up. She says, you found one. Did you find the rest?
We know where 2 more are?
That's a start.
What do we do with these?
You need to bring them all together, and then you can use them to line the planes back. These artifacts created the different planes. And if you use them, you might be able to bring our planes closer together.
Okay, we're also in the middle of a crisis right now. I did something with your energy. It created one of these towers and started to overload it, and I thought maybe channeling some of the energy into the shard might fix it. And
I mean, as you look at the shard, it is now beaming with magical energy.
Isaac's face kind of drops as well, and he says, "Lucy, I think I killed somebody too."
It's okay. I know it doesn't feel good, but sometimes that's what you have to do to save everybody. It's what I had to do to save you. And I don't want that to be something you enjoy doing, but there will come times where sometimes that's the only answer. And I need you to be strong for me.
I turn to Whizz.
Who's your friend?
With Whizz, this is Lucina.
The Lucina? The one you whisper and then cry yourself to sleep sometimes when you
She blushes.
say your name.
Whiz, you
Yeah.
bitch.
Isaac is hiding his face at this point.
Oh, listen, no, hear me out, man.
It's manly tears.
It's
manly crying.
really
himself to
like
sleep.
tough. Yeah, I mean, like he really likes you. I just want to throw that out there. But
Well, the
it's
feeling's
nice
mutual.
it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. See, you have friends you need to be strong for too.
Yeah. How do I get back then?
I don't even know how you got here.
Maybe just focus on it.
You don't understand. The last time I tried to focus on anything here, I almost fell into that sea.
I'll be here to help you fly. Also, right now, it feels like last time when I was playing jumping. Am I astral projecting?
No, this feels like you're almost physically here.
Ooh, wow. This feels nothing like last time. Do I still feel like the whispers in the back of my mind?
No.
Ooh, this is so much better than anywhere else we've been.
I look around. This is kind of nice here.
I think, well, I'm here with you. So try to focus on it. If we start falling, catch ya.
Okay. I close my eyes and try to focus on bringing us back.
Yeah, you concentrate on this crystal, and as you do, you feel its power flowing through you, and in almost as if you guys were in a car crash, you snap back to the material plane.
Oh, damn it.
Whiplash.
Were you waiting for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Snap back
It's reality.
Oh.
Oof, there goes gravity.
Yeah, there does go gravity because we were flying when we did that.
I have a bad headache. Do I hear the voices still?
They're back, yes.
This sucks. Is the light still beaming?
You look up at the focusing crystal, and it is floating calmly above the tower, and it is no longer radiating light. That said, your crystal is shining with light, and as you hold it in your hands, it begins to reshape into the form of a dagger.
Well, now I have a flashlight
Biden?
dagger.
I pull out Baggedy. We should probably put it away for now. It'll be safer in here.
I think we're well beyond that. And as Issa looks out onto the horizon, you can see beams of light spread all through the countryside.
Fuck me.
And you see one shining above the garden as it's engulfed in radiant magic. You see another one to the ocean to the south. You see another one in the deep south of Torellia. You see others, 7 in total, including your own, spread throughout the land. And you see Issa marking a map with the different locations of where these could possibly be. But you see 7 lights in total. And one of them, the most important one, you don't see a light above the manor.
No.
You guys have arrived at the manor.
No.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Kako, Lessa, and Raev. And as you arrive at the gates, there are no guards near here. It's actually pretty quiet. And as you walk up to the front gates, you see the manor guards who you saw previously dead on the ground, their throats slit.
That is alarming.
I go in.
Yeah, you walk in, and the manor is very quiet. And you can hear shouting, almost like someone is arguing with themselves, coming from the basement. And it echoes through the now quiet halls.
I guess we go to the base.
We follow the voices.
Yeah, we follow the scary voices.
As you guys push your way into the basement of the manor, nothing but the sounds of shouting and your footsteps echoing off the hallway. You arrive in front of a set of double doors that looked like they were at one point locked and barred. However, the bars have been thrown to the side, the lock opened, not broken, and the door is ajar.
Dramatic or subtle?
Dramatic. I'm gonna draw light song, and then I imagine we're gonna do like a big bust into the room, just like what's going on in here.
Oh, I was just gonna fling the doors open.
Yeah,
But if you want to have your sword ready, I fling the doors open.
Yeah, you can see a pacing Singri standing on top of a pile of gold, just shouting at himself and like bashing his hands against his head. And he sees you, and he has a momentary look of relief on his face. And he says, "Thank God you're back. You did it then. The beholder, he's dead?"
Yes.
Make a deception check.
I got a 20.
He looks at you and he doesn't believe you. He says, "Where is it? Where's the body?
It's huge. It was 15 feet tall.
Do you have any sort of evidence that you've done what you said?"
Singri, I've lived here a really long time. And I can't remember your transition to power. Isn't that weird?
That is weird. I mean, I rose to power just like anybody else would.
I bet Gallimar would remember, though, right?
You see his face drop. The hell do you know about that?
Oh, so much more than you thought we did.
What is it you want? You want money? You want to bribe me? Take whatever you want? Go ahead. If you didn't kill the beholder, I'm ruined anyway.
I want one thing, and then whatever Kako wants.
I'm listening.
I want to know the truth. You have a shard, a crystal shard. I want it.
You're too late. It's already gone. Seems like I wasn't the only one trying to pull strings from behind the scenes. And he grabs a box from the pile and he tosses it to you.
And I catch it
Yeah.
with my super athletic skills.
Yeah, you catch the box as he tosses it to you. It's weightless.
Do you know who took it?
Yeah. It was Alpha and those fucking ravens. They're the ones who told me I should hire you.
Oh my god. They have Valvap. They have my brother.
Oh, fuck.
Looks like we all got played.
Oh, one of our lives is going to be ruined by the end of the day. It's not me.
Well, good thing there's always a plan B. And he turns his back to you and holds his arms outstretched. And as he does, he begins to shout. And he says, "Gallimar, grant me my final wish." And the whole building begins to shake and pieces of the ceiling begin to fall in. And as he stands outstretched, the veil between the worlds rips open in front of him and a being claws its way through. "This is the end of our arrangement, Singri. I never want to see your face again."
Can I be running up on him?
What do you want to do?
Slice his throat so he
I just want to prevent him from making this final wish.
Cool. Yeah, I throw my javelin at him.
Sure, yeah. You throw your javelin and it sails across the room. Make your attack roll.
25.
Yeah, your javelin strikes him and pins him into this pile of gold. And what do you want to do, Raev?
I just want to tackle him and I muffle him.
Okay, make a strength check.
It's a 13.
Yeah, you go up to tackle Singri, who is standing, arms outstretched, pinned to the ground.
Okay, good. So he's injured. So
And as you go to tackle him, you slip on the gold that he is standing on top of and tackle him from the waist down, but not enough to knock him over. And he yells, "Grant me immortality
I
to
just start
outlive
screaming
my
over him.
foes."
No, don't do that. Wah.
And you can see the figure, Gallimar, let out a sly smile. He says, "Fine, I will grant your wish." And he holds his hand out and covers Singri in some sort of elemental magic that begins to flow through him. And you are knocked back by the sheer force of this energy, tumbling down the pile of gold. And Gallimar fades away in front of you, his rift closing. And you see Singri pinned to the gold, not looking any different. And he looks over himself. He says, "But did it work?"
Let's find out. And I climb up the gold and kick him in the face.
Yeah. Make an attack roll.
What am I adding?
Strength.
16.
Yeah, you kick him in the face, and you hear his bones crunch beneath your feet. And you hear more bones cracking as his body begins to twist and transform. And he begins screaming in pain as his bones elongate and he begins to grow spines and horns out of the top of his head. Screaming in pain as his body twists and changes under this magical presence. And when he comes to complete form, he has been transformed into a demon.